consideration of saving Jock in the pinch hit rather than using his pinch runner in the eighth or seventh, I guess?
I mean, it's kind of 6 to 1, half dozen the other.
Sure.
If we don't use him, and Grandal, who's pinch hitting, hits the ball in the gap and he doesn't score, then you're going to go, well, why didn't you run? So, yeah, I mean, obviously we want to try to keep as many guys as we could to pinch hit, but.
How did Kershaw's performance tonight compare to how he's been pitching during the season?
He's been good. It was good tonight. He gives up he fists Posey into, good hitter, gets him in the right field, a little bit of a jam shot, and then he catches him, with the ball looked like up out over the plate. Other than that, really good.
I think he's getting frustrated with all that can't get that second win, keep running into Bumgarner on good nights.
No, I mean, it's a question for him. I mean, he pitched well. He gives us a chance to win. He gives up 2 runs. It's the kind of game you kind of expect with those 2 guys. We pretty much would leave him in if we don't have to hit there. I just think it's the kind of game you expect. And again, he pitched well. I mean, we got to. It's just one of those games. You run into those 2 guys. I think either club, it's an either way game. Who's going to get that hit? Obviously they get the Posey the second ribby early, and we scratched back, but just weren't able to get anything on the board. So, just a regular game, but it was a well played game that our actually guys out of the pen got some big outs for us, kept the score there, kind of kept giving us a chance to score, and we weren't able to do it.
Keep asking this, but you still have 13 pitchers. Is this a sort of a day-by-day thing, or are you considering adding another position player?
Well, it's something that we gotta keep talking about, because really you see games like tonight, you have to make your choice. If you have one extra guy, you can you got another spot that you can hit there if you have the right guys. So I mean, some days so far it hasn't really been a factor. Today it was a little bit of a factor because you have to make decisions based on the number of guys you have. So something that we keep talking about, and at some point we're going to get to a regular amount of pitchers. Our pins in pretty good order. Just something we just have to make a decision on.
You want Hernandez to stay at second base on that ball?
Yeah, that's we just talked about that. It's like he has to look at that like there's not a guy at third. In any other situation, you're not gonna try to go to third. He just got excited.
Donnie, a couple years ago, Clayton didn't get a lot of run support. His win total kind of suffered a little bit because of that. We often ask you about that. Sometimes it's the matchup, sometimes the other team just geared up to face him. What are you seeing this year? And it similar to 2013 and a couple years before that?
Well, I mean, I think he's just getting better and better as the season's going. I think that's the one thing that we see. And there are years when guys get runs and years when they don't. Years when you never know who you're going to match up with. I mean, he very easily could have been with somebody else. They have a rain out. It happens to be this cat again tonight. You're in that kind of game, and that's really what you want. For him, I'm sure he likes pitching against a guy like that because he knows he has to be really good, and he was, and and really he did his job.